So this morning, we put out this really, really big sail over here. It's called the Screecher. And because the dinghy is in the way, we kind of had to kind of jury-rig the lines. So this line right there, the red and white one in the back, is technically supposed to be over on that side of the boat. But like I said, we kind of had to jury-rig it. And if that's an inappropriate statement, I apologize, and could somebody please tell me what to use instead? But the wind has shifted just enough that it's no longer useful over there. And so Troy has gone forward to bring it back to where it belongs. Now, what I really wanted to point out is that because the sea is got some big swells and Iriantum does not plow through the swells, she bumps up over them. In order to go forward, if for instance I'm down below, it's not safe unless somebody is here in the cockpit. Now obviously I am here in the cockpit, but in order to improve the safety measures and make it so that neither one of us is as uncomfortable, Troy has clipped himself in. That yellow line right there attaches to what's called a jack line, and that's that blue line there. And we have one of those on either side of the ship, and it comes all the way back. It goes down either side. And what that does is if Troy were to lose his footing and slip, that yellow cord
keeps me attached to the boat.
Is actually a bungee. And Troy can get out to the Ama out there, but he can't fall off.
Well, I can fall off, but I get drug along.
It doesn't have enough give for him to get drug under the boat if he falls off, which is the main point, because people have died, clipped in, and drug under the boat. We don't want that to happen. So we have, and over here you can see, there's our jack line. And no, I don't know why it's called a jack line. Sorry, guys. And that's just one of the safety precautions that we take to make sure that while we're doing this crazy and insane sailing thing, we still maintain safety. Now, you'll notice that there are two lines attached to Troy's personal flotation device. What that means is if he has to move around something, like the rigging there, he can attach one on either side and then detach the one in the direction that he's going, so that he is always clipped in no matter what. Anytime one of us is on deck by themselves at night, we are clipped in.
Anytime we're in the cockpit by ourselves at night, we're clipped in.
Anytime we're here in the cockpit, which is this tiny little area here, at night, we are clipped in, because if the other person's asleep,
there's a wave that comes over the boat.
Yeah, as Troy says, if there's a wave that comes over the boat or smacks the boat so that it jiggles in just the wrong way, and you go over, if the other person's asleep, they're never going to know it until they wake up. And then they have no hope of finding you. So, safety precautions, thought.
Well, we do have a hope. We have indicator beacons in these that when you go over, the vest automatically inflates, and the indicator beacon sends off a man overboard alert.
And it also sends an alert to our screen, and it notifies the Coast Guard, which is always a bonus, so that the Coast Guard knows that, oh, by the way, this person is probably adrift.